Hello everyone, I am Surrender the Awesome, and I'm back, and I'm ready to look at some more I am very smart. But before I get started, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and if I can't convince you, perhaps this picture of my kitten will convince you. And, random fact about my cat society is that surprise attacks there, done by my cat society, are such a surprise that even the attackers are surprised by the surprise attack. And also before I get started, don't forget to check out my other channel, Surrender Reviews, where I do video game, movie, and show reviews, and I'll leave a link in the description down below. And, without further ado, let's get to this. So this first post here says, human propaganda. And this person here says, there are a multitude of movies, shows, and books, both bygone and modern, where the antagonist makes a fair point about humans being unnecessarily evil and cruel to each other, and thus worthy of being either instantaneously wiped out or being put under the rule of a superior, usually intergalactic species. Well, who's up for wiping this guy off the face of the earth? Anyways, this person goes on to say, then the protagonist says something along the lines of, well, humans may not be perfect, but we're still good, something something. Even as a kid, this always bothered me, because I always thought the villain made a pretty solid point. Well, if the villain made a pretty solid point, then, again, who's up for wiping this guy off the face of the earth? Anyways, this person goes on to say, if every single human on the planet was instantaneously and painlessly vaporized in a split second, then that would be objectively positive. Well, what about all the plants and animals that rely on us to take care of them? I mean, think of it like this. Without humans, who's gonna take care of the infrastructure? You know, when certain infrastructure pieces collapse, that's gonna probably cause a lot more problems than, you know, solutions. I'm just saying. Anyways, this person goes on to say, literally all suffering would come to an end. Well, not for the plants and animals. In fact, theirs would actually get a lot worse. I mean, think of it like this. My cats can not really hunt that well, despite the fact they think they're mighty hunters. They can't quite go hunt that squirrel, despite the fact it's right out the window. Anyways, this person goes on to say, if you ask anybody on whether they agree with the opinion of minimizing human suffering being the current main priority, most people would say yes. Thus, it is only logical that the one act which would end suffering be done. Well, guy, you would probably actually create a lot more suffering. Anyways, this person here goes on to say, getting rid of all the negatives outweighs the minimal positives so massively that I don't understand why more people haven't conceived this notion. We are brainwashed all our lives to think that man is good, but anyone with a functioning conscience should be able to see right through this malarkey. Billions starving, getting bombed, being homeless, or with severe mental, physical disabilities and illness is enough evidence in and of itself, and that's not even getting into how humans are crappy to each other on a personal level, no matter the material condition. Well, guy, you have to understand that bullying has been around for pretty much the dawn of humanity, and also with things like people getting bombed, starvation, homelessness, that stuff is mainly down to things like corporate greed and also disputes with one another. I mean, I probably shouldn't get into any real-world examples because, well, then this video would just be taking forever, and also this video would be incredibly divisive. Anyways, this person goes on to say, no political ideology will solve these issues, and I pity all the pretentious minds who think that their vote matters. Your vote doesn't mean crap, and even if it did, it wouldn't take away from the fact that humans are inherently evil no matter the circumstance, and will cause each other suffering no matter what. It doesn't matter if one ideology is slightly better than the other, because it shies away from the incontrovertible truth that the human race being wiped out would do an objectively better job at eliminating suffering. What about all the ecological destruction that it would accomplish? Wouldn't that kinda cause more destruction and suffering? And also, person, I'm gonna probably give this person, like, probably a special out of 50. Yeah, who's up for eliminating this person first? I mean, what? This is the person that came up with the idea. I would kinda say this is one of those, let's do it to him first. And this next post here says, apparently I can see 4D too. And this person here says, are all INTPs naturally smart / gifted? And this person here says, yes, very, but there's a caveat. It's not just simply a super brain, it's, how can I describe it? It's like when they let their mind rest on something, they will see 4D where everyone else sees 2D. Two things. One, I don't think people can really see 4D, and two, I'm pretty sure everybody sees like 3D, but hey, what do I know? Anyways, this person goes on to say, that's why you often see them having trouble with or asking tons of questions about something seemingly very simple. They are applying / comparing the information to something in their heads and trying to understand how the info makes sense with what they already know. That doesn't mean they will always have the correct answers, and it doesn't mean they will be the best readers of other people. Although, very often, they notice things that 99% of other people overlook. And it certainly doesn't mean they will be efficient about translating that knowledge into action. It just means the word understand means something extremely exhaustive when the INTP says it. Okay, for this one, I'm gonna give this a question mark out of 50. I don't know what this person is saying, and I really don't think this person even understands what INTP is. If somebody would like to give me more information as to what that is, please let me know in the comments down below. And I think with that, that's gonna do it for today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.